had a recent comment on my video where I show how to fit a walking foot to Grandma, my Singer 27 from 1912. And the question was, would that walking foot fit on a Singer 99 from 1929? This is a Singer 99 from 1926. This is the closest one I've got to the time frame the commenter was asking about. I'm Ollie, this is SimplyStitchy. Come on, let's find out. Now this is a set of low shank sewing machine sewing feet, and it's suitable for all machines that have got a low shank. Low shank is the name given to whereabouts the foot fits to the presser bar on the actual sewing machine. And there are three types. There's low shank, high shank and slant shank. I've got a video on my channel that shows you how to tell the difference between the different shanks, and I'll pop a link in the description box for you so you can go over and check that out to find out what kind of machine you've got. This set has got a number of different feet. The foot that we're interested in for this particular video is this one right in the middle, which is the walking foot, and this is just a generic non-branded walking foot. Now for those of you who've already watched my video with Grandma where I'm fitting a walking foot, you'll know that this particular foot won't fit Grandma, and that's because of the style of the thumb screw that's holding the presser foot to the machine. It's quite large, and the problem with this style of walking foot is you see how close the actual connection is to this blocky part of the foot. There basically isn't enough clearance to have a thumb screw that size to fit in that little hole. So although the other feet in this set might work well with the Singer 99 because it's a low shank machine, the walking foot isn't compatible. This walking foot is part number RWA10, and you can get this from quilting stores, fabric stores that do sewing machine parts, and obviously from Amazon and places like Sewing Parts Online. I'll put links in the description box for you. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so if it's an Amazon link that means I will get paid a referral fee if you happen to make a qualified purchase using that link. There's no extra charge to you to use that link, but it helps me, it supports the channel, and I appreciate it. Now the difference between this foot and the other one we looked at is the connection point here. There's slightly more room between where the thumb screw needs to fit and the body of the foot. So let's see if we can get this one to fit on this Singer 99 from 1926. Right, I'm just going to pop the thumb screw there for a minute and just get this foot out of the way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to manoeuvre walking foot to get it on the machine. Right, first things that you want to watch out for is this little lever here. You want to make sure that that little hook goes around the needle clamp like so, and then this plastic attachment obviously needs to sit on the presser bar. Go, and then it's a case of popping the nut back in. The next thing I'm going to check is the clearance underneath that foot. You need to make sure there's enough space between the base of that foot and your feed dogs so that you can get whatever it is you want to sew with the walking foot underneath, because otherwise there's no point using the walking foot. I'm just going to drop it down and just check that space. It looks fine, so I think the next thing that we should do is put the machine through its paces and see if it'll actually sew. And for that I need a sandwich. What I've got here, I've got a top layer, I've got a bit of wadding or batting and a bottom layer, and I'm just going to pop that under the foot and just see if it'll work. There you go, it goes under nicely. I'm going to put the foot down and then just hold the threads for a moment. Okay, we're going to try that one again. This time what I've done is I've moved the thread cutter up a little bit. See if I can get more clearance for this to move up and down. That's the front, and there's the back. Now obviously that's pulling a little bit tight. It looks like I could have done with adjusting the tension just a little bit on that, but all I wanted to do on this video was just to find out if the walking foot would fit on the machine, which it does. The thing that you do have to watch out for though is if your machine has one of these things here, like a little metal thread cutter attached to the press foot bar, you are going to have to make sure that you've got clearance between that and the top of your walking foot in order for it to work properly on a Singer 99. Usually they just push out of the way, so you can get them up just a little bit higher as long as you've got the space between the thread cutter and the top of the machine here. While we're here, I thought it would be a good idea to take a look at a slightly bigger machine. This is a Singer 66 from 1949, I believe. This is Robin, and as you can see, she looks pretty much like the 99. She's just bigger, and she's got the same kind of thread cutting device on the presser bar, but I think we should be okay with it being that far up. So if we fit the walking foot to this machine, again this needs to go around the needle clamp, and then the base goes on the bottom of the presser foot bar, and you just tighten the thumb screw up. I've got the same bit of fabric and wadding to give it a test. I'm using a different colour thread this time so that we can tell which machine did what, and I'll just give it a try. It goes underneath nice and smoothly, so there's plenty of space. The only thing we've got to make sure is that this doesn't hamper our progress. Yeah, it's not making any difference at all. That thread guide's not getting in the way, and that is probably because this is a bigger machine. Okay, let's take a look. Again, I didn't bother checking the tension, just literally sewed, and the walking foot works fine with the Singer 66. And the back's not looking too bad either. It's that one. Staying with the 99 theme for a moment, this is actually the Singer 185K, which is the Singer 99's replacement, if you like. This is a newer version of the Singer 99. So what we're going to do is we're going to see if this standard RWA10 walking foot will work with this particular style of 99 machine. I know without even trying that this foot out of the presser foot set isn't going to fit this machine, because again we've got quite a large thumb screw which is just going to get in the way of the body of the walking foot in that case. But let's give this one a try. Again, first things first, take the old foot off. On this machine, the same as with the other two we've looked at, we've got this thread cutter. I'm just going to see if that's going to get in the way of the walking foot. Again, the little lever needs to go around the needle clamp, and this attachment needs to sit on the presser foot bar. Okay, so far so good. It looks as though this thread cutter is going to behave in exactly the same way as it just did on the Singer 66, in that it is far enough up that presser foot bar to stay out of the way. Test piece again, we're trying purple thread this time. Got plenty of fabric clearing space underneath there. Oh wow, that's quick. It seems to have got stuck just a little bit. I'm going to try again, only I'm using a different walking foot this time. This walking foot is a Janome walking foot. It actually belongs to my Janome QC6260 Jerome. Let's see if this one will work. What I've also done is I've changed the stitch length to a longer stitch, and I've also released some of the pressure from the presser foot, so I've just dialed that down a little bit, and it seems to be working a little bit better. Let's just take a closer look. Well, it stitched it, and it stitched it using the walking foot. It's still puckering quite a bit on the back. Now that could be the bobbin tension. I haven't messed with the tension at all, either the top or on the bottom of the machine. But at least with the Janome walking foot on the machine, it does want to stitch. If I was to mess with the tension top and bottom, maybe reduce a bit more pressure, I'd probably get a decent stitch using this particular walking foot with this Singer 185. And that's the thing with vintage or antique machines. They're not as plug and play as modern day machines, and you will find that you do have to do a lot of messing with them. You do have to manually adjust the settings up, down, unlike with modern machines that tend to have automatic tension, and you know, the settings tend to sort themselves out. Although the Singer 185 is a later version of the Singer 99, there might be a pretty good explanation as to why they don't both like the same style of walking foot. To find out what that is, we need to take a closer look at the presser feet. This one is the presser foot, the standard presser foot from the Singer 99. And this one is the presser foot, the standard foot, from the Singer 185. And you'll notice that whereas the 99 is straight and flat across the bottom, the 185 has got a slight turn up at the back. This is the preferred walking foot of the Singer 99, the RWA10, and this one is Jerome's foot. This is the Janome walking foot. And although it's subtle, there is a slight turn up at the bottom of the Janome foot. It's not exactly an obvious difference, and it's one of those changes that you would definitely miss if you were going by on a bus, but there is a slight upturn. And the other thing that could possibly explain why the 185 prefers the Janome foot, instead of a hook that goes around the needle clamp, it's a little bar which just sits on the top. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and why not go and check out some of the other videos I've got on the channel using the links coming up on the screen any minute now, or the ones I'll pop in the description box below for you. And why not like and subscribe, and that way YouTube can let you know when I've uploaded another video. Whichever video you do go and check out next, I hope to see you back here for the next one. And in the meantime, whatever you're sewing it with, embrace your creativity and have fun. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.